Hi, good evening to all. Today we are going to look at an important topic of banking law and practice. Today's topic is now usage of bills of exchange or advantages of bills of exchange. Bills of exchange is a negotiable instrument. It is mostly used for the credit sales and purchases. The time the drawer makes the bills of exchange and hand over to the drawee, and the drawee will return back along with his signature to the drawer. So the drawer will get the payment on the due course of time. The first advantage is legal document. If the drawee fails to make the payment, it will be easier for the drawer to recover the payment legally. Sometimes the drawer will not get the payment from the drawee, or not to make a payment on due time. That time the drawer will approach the court to get the payment. The next usage is discounting facility. The bill bearer, which means the drawer, has to wait till the due date of the bill to receive the payment and it from the bank before its due date. Drawer will have to wait until the due date. But sometimes drawer will need a cash before the due date. The drawer will go to the bank and deposit his bill for meeting his debt. The next advantage is the endorsement possible. It can be exchanged from one individual to another for the adjustment of the debt. Bill of exchange can be possible to the endorsement. Which means the drawer can do the endorsement to the endorsee for adjusting the drawer's debt. The fourth one is the credit transactions are possible. Goods can be purchased and sold on credit without difficulty with the bill of exchange, as it is an unconditional promise to pay. Bills of exchange plays a role in the credit basis only. So it is now easy now to practice in the business, because there is a drawee promise to pay the certain amount to the drawer. The final one is a convenient method of remittance. It is a convenient method of making and receiving payment as the amount is transacted through bank. The drawee will directly deposit the drawer's amount into the bank. So it will be easy for the drawer to get the payment from the bank. The next topic is the importance of a traveler check. Traveler's check is a medium of exchange that can be used in place of card currency. Without carrying the card currency, the traveler people use the card traveler check if they travel to abroad. They are often used by individuals traveling on vacation to foreign countries. The time they cannot carry cash, instead of that they will carry the traveler check. They are safer than cash, and if lost or stolen can be replaced worldwide, usually within 24 hours. because it is a kind of a paper, not cash. So it is more safer than cash. So if we lost or stolen by any chance, they can get it back within 24 hours because it is applicable worldwide. A traveler's check can be purchased by anyone, need not be a customer of the bank. Anyone can purchase the traveler check from the bank. No need to open an account then to purchase the traveler check. There is no expiry for the traveler check. Unused checks can be returned back to the issuing bank and the payment can be obtained. It doesn't have an expiry date. If we don't use the traveler check, we can get back our payment, whatever we paid when we purchase the traveler check. Nowadays, the uses of a traveler check has a decline due to increased use of other alternatives like debit and credit cards, etc. It is the old one. Due to increasing of a lot of technological facility now, the traveler check the usage now has not decreased. For that, lot of modern technological devices as the debit and credit card comes to existence. The next topic is the advantages of crossing or crossed checks. Crossing is the direction to the banker not to pay the check across the counter, but to pay to the bank only, or to particular bank in an account with the bank. Crossed check indicates now not to them not to hand over the cash across the counter for the payee. It will be transferred to the payee's account or sometimes into the parallel line of the crossed check. They have mentioned the particular bank's name. On that bank, the banker should be transferred. Crossing provides a protection and safeguard to the owner of the check as by securing payment through a banker. The forgery activities not possible in case of crossed checks because the payment is transferred for a particular account. It can easily be detected to whose use the money is received by mistake it has not transferred to the anyone's bank wrongly. The wrong person withdraw the money from that bank from his account. At that time the banker will be detected easily if it is a crossed check. Crossing does not affect the negotiability or a transferability of a check. Crossed check will be applicable for the endorsement. Were the words not negotiable or added, the check is not negotiable. Sometimes into the parallel line of a crossed check they have obviously mentioned as not negotiable. That time the banker the crossed check is not negotiable. The practice of crossing is confined to checks only and cannot be extended to any other instrument. This practice of negotiable only for the checks, not for the promissory note or any kind of instruments. Statutory protection is available only in case of crossed checks. We cannot get the statutory protection per bill of exchange and promissory note. We can get the protection. No, statutory protection in case of crossed checks only. Next topic is payment by mistake. According to Section 72 of Indian Contract Act 1872, a person to whom money has been paid or anything delivered by mistake or under coercion must repay it. Banker sometimes made the payment wrongly to another account, anyone's account. That time the banker will get the repaid that amount as per the Section 72 of Indian Contract Act. The paying bank may use this defense to reclaim money paid in breach of mandate. The paying bank has the right to reclaim that amount, whatever he may wrongly paid, whatever they wrongly paid. The payment was made as a result of a forged signature, stopped check, or the payment was made as a result of any other mistake. The banker has made the mistake such as forged signature. They are failed to observe that forged signature. Sometimes the drawer instructed the bank to stop the check, but the banker has released the check. That time the mistake was possible. Mistake will be possible. The bank can claim that whatever payment that was made was a mistake, and can recover the amount that was wrongfully paid. As per the law, the banker will get back the wrongfully paid amount as per the Indian Contracts Acts. Thank you. We will see you again with another session. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye.